there's a mark, and we're going into battle. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye. And welcome back, guys. We're about to have a battle on us. Everyone's here at the center. I need to go down the mountain here. How do I get into them? Need a good way into the center of that mountain without going off the hill here. Okay, this is being dumb. Okay, there was lava poured out here. Where'd they go? They were probably in here all night. They were just down there a second ago. Ah, there they are. Here we go. Here we go, guys. I'm dead. Oh my god, it got all crazy on me there. Well, he just got 4 golden apples. I got shot, I'm pretty sure. Well, there you have it, guys. Another season of UHC has come and gone. I appreciate everyone watching. Let's go over here and attack him. I'm pretty sure BTC had set himself up over there. Yeah. You got me again, old man. You got me again. Oh, that was old man that was shooting at me. Yeah. Anyways, appreciate you guys watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Well, guys, another UHC has come and gone. And just a warning now, there's going to be some spoilers in my post-wrap. I always like to do a little post-wrap here at the end of the UHCs. Talk about how I think the season went and what I think I could have done better or what I should have done differently or where maybe I was successful or, you know, just a post-wrap. But it may contain spoilers. This is the finale for everyone that's still in the game. So if you have not watched Seth, Old Man, or BTC yet, and you want to see how the thing all ends before I spoil it, I'd recommend pausing this video now and going and watching those perspectives. Because I am going to probably spoil some things. But like I said, you can go watch those and then come back and hear my ramblings if you so desire. So, UHC. This was the first UHC I almost did not make it to. Not meaning I wouldn't have been here to make sure that the game actually happened and ran and stuff like that. But I didn't talk about it at all in this UHC, but I had been up for like almost 2 days at this point working on Play Mindcrack, and I didn't talk about it all because we were still at the point where we had not even announced it to the public, but we were at the point where we were getting really close to announcing it to the public, so was working very hard on it, and I was extremely tired going into this UHC, and if we had not had a prime number of players, so we were unable to divide into teams because it was a prime number. I told him too. I was like, oh, it'll be fine. We don't need to pick teams ahead of time. I was like, I guarantee you we're gonna have a prime number show up, and we sure did. So yeah, so I would play then, and then we were gonna do teams of 2, I believe it was. Or 3, I don't remember exactly what happened, but we decided that if we added one more person, we could do teams of 4. So I called Rob up, and he was also working on Play Mindcrack, and he was probably equally tired, and he joined us, and I'm glad he did too. You know, I've tried to get him to play with us before. I don't remember what season it was. Oh, it was the season that JL Zipcode joined us actually, but Rob wasn't around to join us that day. Yeah. How do I think I did? Well, I think the season was pretty good. I do think that my commentary kind of sucked because I was just kind of tired and I did light my ass on fire. That was pretty dumb. Um, Other than that, I mean, I think that this was the best season of UHC in memory. Not necessarily my perspective, but the game as a whole. I think it flowed really well. I think the pacing was really good, and it was very fast-paced, I guess, is the right word I could use here. I mean, the game lasts about as long as it always does, but each episode seemed to be really good. I guess there was one episode, like episode 4 or 5 in there, where it wasn't as exciting as I had remembered it when I played. But yeah, it's, I mean, and again, I'm not just talking about, my videos here, because most of my videos really weren't probably the most exciting thing you ever saw, because of the fact that I was all alone, because my teammates died early, which really sucked. That was the other thing, like, going into this, I was like, well, it'll be alright, because, I might be tired and all, but I'll have, my friends there with me to talk to and stuff, and then they all died. But that's alright. Well, it wasn't alright, it sucked, but, it's funny, too, whenever you look back at these things in hindsight, like, early on, we decided it wasn't worth taking the risk to go after Seth and B-Double-O after we'd killed Pack Rat. And, yeah, we should have done that. Whenever I mean, obviously, because you guys get to see it all from all the perspectives, but, we thought we had all their gold, pretty much. I did question the TNT. I was like, where's the TNT? If Packer didn't have the TNT, then someone else must have been down there with them and left with the TNT. So it's possible they have some gold as well. But we didn't know, of course, how geared they were. Had we known that, B-Double-O and Seth are underground without picks or weapons or anything, we would have killed them, obviously. But we didn't. And, for all we knew, that we could be going into a situation where the risk was greater than the reward. Now, obviously, in hindsight, that's not the case. But we didn't know that at the time. So moving on past that, I thought it was really uncanny looking back on it all, how we left the temple there, and we just ran off in a direction, right? I mean, we picked a direction, but we just ran off, and the random happenstance that we dig down when the sun was setting right over top of the red team is just crazy. Like, I think this is what's so great about UHC is a lot of the stuff you just can't script. You can't ever script it. It's just, these things just happen. So that's where things kind of sucked, though, because, we got separated, me and Beef, and watching it back, Paws did say or Anders said, when you get to the bottom of the staircase, turn left. We missed that crucial part. The turning left part was very important. So yeah, when I watch it back, I was like, oh yeah, he totally said to go down and turn left and then turn right. All I heard at the time was go down and turn right, and so that's what we did, and it was a failure. But who knows? Who knows how things would have been different even if Beef hadn't died, because we did have enough gold, to heal up Beef even after Paws and Anders was dead. That's something that I've looked back on with regret a couple times, because I just wish that Beef had just walled himself up. I mean, it would have been terrible footage, but he'd have been alive. But yeah, what can you do? So then after that, man, being alone the rest of the season just was really, really sad. I mean, I think it went good. I don't think that the final battle I performed as well as I should have, to be honest. I've rethought about this several times, and again, this hindsight thing is a powerful thing. If I had known that they had no gold left and that they were lower on arrows, I may have gone for a ranged attack and just tried to pick off Old Man. I'm not experienced fighting on a horse. I mean, you guys saw me trying to work out hitboxes and stuff like that from the horse. I probably should have rode around more that night and attacked zombies with a sword to test that aspect of it, because I really only test the arrow, not the melee aspect of horse fighting, or fighting on horses. Mounted combat. So whenever I dismounted, it's not really clear when you watch the video, but I felt like I got spun around in a weird way, and I just lost track of Seth completely. I think I got a little flustered. Because watching it back, I'm just swinging wildly at the air, man. Like, what were you doing, guy? So, it would have been cool to have killed Seth. I didn't, though. uh, and again, this is one of those things where you just, there's so many different scenarios. I don't know if I should have, because again, I had all those apples, and I felt like I wasted them by not, using them and letting them have them. I didn't know they were out of gold like they were, of course. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I should have. I mean, again, there's no way of knowing if any other method of attack would have gone any better. I do feel like I kind of let you guys down, though, because that was like so exciting to charge into battle on a horse and die. Killed the fucking horse too, man. Stabbed Fireheart in the stomach. But Seth did outgear me as far as weaponry is concerned. I don't know what enchant he had on his sword, but it was definitely a diamond sword as opposed to my not diamond sword. I think while I had looking back on it, since I saw them coming out like I did and I had the high ground on them, I probably should have attacked them from there and just shot at them from up there. I probably would have been in a pretty big advantage with the high ground if I had done that, especially knowing now how few arrows they had left. But again, I don't regret any of it. I think it was all very fun, and congratulations to those guys for winning. I kind of wish that Rob had got a kill with his golden sword, though. I think that would have been fun, but he didn't. I think Seth either set a record or has tied a record for the most kills by a single player in a UHC. I don't think in the team games I don't count that as much as the single, because one guy may have done like 90% of the damage and then Seth gets the kill. Kind of like I did for Pyro, basically. That was a team kill, not really a. Guude did not kill Pyro single-handedly. I just took the final blow. But yeah, looking back on the season, I really think it was a very exciting season for you guys. I hope everyone has enjoyed watching it. It was, I was really happy with how lag-free it was. That was really great. Even there was not even any block lag at the start and stuff like that. It took me 13 seasons, but I think I've kind of worked out all the stuff for UHC now. I really like this map this season. Like, I don't think I think, obviously that's one of the big contributing factors to how good a UHC is what kind of map we end up with. But just the number of structures that generated in this map is crazy. I did my normal thing where I generate the world and then I put up the walls. I cut the borders and I put up the walls. I do all that inside of MC Edit. And I view the world in a chunk view when I do that, so that I can't see the structures or anything. Because I think it would sure, I could cheat. I could go look at the whole world if I really, really wanted to, because I am the guy that sets everything up. But it would ruin the experience for me as well. I'm not the kind of person that can cheat and win and get any kind of gratification from that. So, but the reason why I bring all this up is when I was setting up the walls, when I actually select to put the bedrock in, I have to go out of chunk view and then fly down to the corner of the world and then set the perimeters for the fill command for the bedrock. And there was a temple that it got cut off on the wall. And I was like, oh man, that sucks. It's probably the only temple in the world. It got cut off by the wall. I showed someone. I don't remember who it was. I took a screenshot and I don't remember who I showed now. It might have been Badge. But yeah, I was like, yeah, well, that sucks. Probably our only temple in this world, or one of the few has been cut off on the corner. Little did I know there's 7 or something crazy. I don't know how many there are, but there's quite a few. Villages too. So, and I looked at it after the game, and there's a stronghold in there as well. I didn't go look in the Nether, though. I don't know if there was a stronghold there that was close by. I never even went to check after the game to see. That's something that I've questioned as well, now knowing that, I mean, again, hindsight, should I have gone to the Nether? Since I did spend the time to mine that 10 obsidian and you guys had to sit there and watch me do it, I do feel like I kind of wasted that. At least someone got to, at least the obsidian got used, I guess, is the thing. And again, if you haven't watched those other perspectives, you'll see it get used after I die. Yeah, I think the season went really well. I do hate that I had to spend the whole thing alone. I hope you guys have enjoyed my perspective of everything. I'm looking forward to another UHC already. I don't know when the next one's going to be, so I'm not holding out information or anything. I've got some really cool ideas for, we always put a little spin on it, of course. Really, the spin this season was, we knew a lot had changed in the game, like achievements. And speaking of, I'm really happy with how that changed the game, too. There's been a lot of talk about strategy using the achievements. And I think that eventually we're going to have the ability to change achievements in the game. It's a rumor I've heard. And if we do that, we'll custom tailor the achievements to UHC, so you can't really skip around, I guess. Like, the first achievement will be like, I don't know. We'll work it out. I mean, you'll probably still be able to cheat the system. But it would be more fun if we had those achievements where we weren't seeing things that don't really matter, like you killed a cow or whatever. I mean, those are still cool to see. It was kind of interesting to see that BTC had killed his first mob, like, 6 episodes in. I remember seeing that and being like, wow, he's done a good job of avoiding having to fight anything. So yeah, I think the achievements really add a lot to the game. There's actually a couple of special guests that were supposed to join us at Minecon that weren't able to make it. I had mentioned that Notch was going to try to play with us this time, and he missed. But there's a couple other people, too, that aren't necessarily like Mojang employees or anything like that, that were supposed to join us, that just had stuff come up the weekend that we did it. This UHC we actually held longer than ever before, too. We recorded it the first weekend of December, so we held it for 2 weeks before we uploaded it because we wanted it to be up during the Christmas holidays, whenever people were off work and out of school and stuff like that. I think this is the first time we've ever recorded UHC and no one knew it was coming, too. And we've talked about that, and I'm not even sure why we still do that. There was a reason originally, and I don't know what it is anymore. So we might just tell you guys when we record one sometime. I don't know. I don't know what the advantage is to not telling you guys when we record it. Other than, in this case, had we told you that we had recorded it at the 1st of December and then you had to wait 2 weeks, you probably all would have lost your minds. So in that case, I guess it makes sense. But in the past, we've always recorded them like on a Friday or Saturday and then uploaded the next Monday. So we only hold it like 2 days. I don't know why. I don't know. Whatever. There was a reason at one point or another why we weren't mentioning that UHC was coming. But at this point, it might be just counterintuitive. Because if you guys knew it was coming, you could plan around it. I don't know. This is all just random conjecture at this point. So yeah. Summary of UHC Season 13. Very happy with it. I think it went really well. We had a lot of different people shine this season. Seth has done really well in UHC. We're going to have to kill him next time. Should have killed him when we had the chance. That's something that I probably should weigh more. I don't normally think about the person's potential later game whenever in the early game. Like, if that was something that we had weighed, the fact that Seth has done well, and BWO's done well too. If we really thought about that after we killed Packrat, it probably would have been worth. That would have added to the reward aspect versus risk. Man, can you imagine if we had killed those and got all 50 of their gold, and then I guess Rob would have been off on his own. Like, it would have any little choice you make in this game changes the entire game, of course. But that really would have made a completely different game. We may not have left the temple right away when we did, so we may not have ran into Ethos' team and took those guys out. My teammates would have still been alive, probably, because of that. That wouldn't have happened. We would have had a lot more gold. Yeah, I don't know, man. it's pretty crazy when you think about just how one little change. It's butterfly effect's what it is. Yeah. But the horse was cool. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm sorry I didn't win. But I had fun, and I hope you guys had fun watching. It's not always about winning. It's about being entertaining, really. And at some points during this season, I didn't feel like I was as entertaining as I could be, and that I like to be, because I partially, yeah, and now I'm just giving excuses, but partially because I was tired, and also because I was a little sad all my team was dead. And my mind was a little preoccupied too. But yeah, it was a good season, I think. I hope that we managed to pull off another one like that. They're not always going to be great. That's something that I guess we've all come to realize. But we do put a lot into it, and we hope that they turn out to be great. And hopefully some of the cool things we do, as far as our spins on the game itself, you guys will like. I think that there's one that we're going to do that you guys are really going to like. And it's going to be team-based. And that's really as far as I can go with that. But it's a really cool idea, and that's all. Damn guy. But yeah, I guess I'm done rambling now. I don't really have anything else to say about this UHC other than I hope you guys enjoyed. Congratulations to Old Double Rat Bling. Or wait, is that right? Old Double Rat Bling? Yeah, I think so. I think that's right. Good game on Rob for his first UHC and his win in his first season. I should have took him out just to steal that from him. Yeah. Now I have to build him in the damn UHC monument though. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and all that good stuff. Enjoy the new year, 2014. Hopefully the first UHC of... Oh, hey, that's kind of cool. UHC 14 will be in 2014. Today I learned. All right. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.